Are we committed to HPEL? I don't know what he wants to do. Painted that. We're gonna get howled. Yeah. Terrible bum. God, it's so much harder without add-ons when this guy's backflipped the entire fucking video game and I look at anything else on my screen for a global. I hate that this class gets backflipped 40 times in a row. I'm never targeting a DH again. I'm dead here. Sucks because DH plays zero verse, but he has like 7 million damage reduction talents, so he gets to just play zero verse and play a tank spec. Because the game's bad. No, I think the PV classes get rewarded a lot worse when you can't actually see what the fuck's going on. And there's just 7 million anti-CCs. Like, it's a buff to, like, Warbanner on Warrior. It's a buff to Glimpse. It's a buff to Nullifying Shroud spam. And it just makes setup comps even worse than they already were. Like, they already weren't viable, so... Which makes the game even more PV. Because everyone just plays worse. Even if it gives you a little more room to separate yourself from someone else, it's also just, like, inconsistent. Like, even when the add-ons worked, like, some classes got to just ignore the rules. Like, it took them a while to add Windwalker cooldowns to add-ons, and then they did, and then, like, even before they just died, like, Asa still wasn't getting tracked on, like, Kingsbane or Deathmark. Like, it needs to affect everyone equally. Might just be dead. Got wall. I blind for next go, no trinket. Painted this. I don't want to trinket because I'll lose my damage reduction. Just gonna blind healer here. I have cloak really soon. Gouge into stun. Cloaking so I don't just die. Deep enough dampening, this life cocoon does nothing. It does something when it's paired with a Dark Pact, though, because Dark Pact doesn't get affected by dampening. The Dark Pact was bigger than the Life Cocoon was. Can he DH off me to live? Hopefully he can kill. Kick healer. Into Gouge. Please just kill the lock, man. I'm micro pissed forever. 2%, 1%. Thank fuck. Even more verse I can put on? Nah. But I think it was intended. I don't know. The developers seem to think it was intended. To just delete all of their important category is a big deal. Into that? Half set? Probably not worth, but I'm gonna cloak because he got a lot of UAs out. Dodge Dark Harvest. My guy DC'd. Great for me, you know? As if this lobby wasn't bad enough. Oh, he's back? Never mind, he's gone again. Alright, now he's back, hopefully. One shot him, please, Mr. DH. Get my coil. And we just died of air. I'm gonna open without sap. Actually, he lets me get it late. My secret tech still broke the sap after he ported, I guess. Coil into fear, fainted that. Get skin here. Walk back. Kicked you away. Gouge Dark Harvest. Evade so I don't get stunned. Back to wall so he can't get behind me. Big coup Apex. Got Life Cocoon, not bad. This guy has no skin. Maybe step kick into blind or something. Maybe I could sap that if I'm lucky. Let's see if I'm lucky. I'm lucky. He didn't say combat with nothing. Druid's just taking it. Get coiled, I vanished it. Call me Nelio. Take the lock. Dodge the next. Just to be maximum piss annoying. Stun the next. Stun the next again. Faint the stun. Kick clone. Guy has no skin, I don't think. I fainted this. Getting clone though. Stunned him off, mate. That's kind of bad. I'm on stun DR for 8, so I don't want to faint here even though I'm taking damage. Kick lock. Gouge Dark Harvest, but I'm energy starved. Tried a kidney healer with the gouge for pre, but faint the stun maybe. Didn't get it. I'm staying in darkness, I guess. I guess we're committed to this guy. I'm gonna get coiled so I can't bomb sap. He does his own in cap for me. I appreciate it. I can't get there. Cloak evasion 30, but I should have stopped song here. I think we might be dead. Kind of a bad feint, but it'll be up by the time I need it. Kick lock. This guy skins, so I'm hitting the other guy, even though he also dark packed because they can both press defensives while stunned. Really fun video game. Can he heal her for a second, I guess? He's gonna port because he can also press that while stunned. Because, you know, what the fuck's the point of stuns if all 3 classes can just react mid-stun? You know, it is what it is. Get the kick. Gouge this guy. Maybe gouge his trinket in a second. I've cloak out of this if I'm fine. Maybe go healer, no port, because he pre-cocooned the other guy. Bomb this. Restun, he walled. Stun Feral off me now. Maybe get another bark skin or something. Click all these UAs. Kick lock. Gouge Dark Harvest in a sec. Gouge healer. I might be dead. My cat jump scared me by jumping up mid fucking combo. Healer drop combat. He gets back in combat. Try to kill Feral in a second. Please kill for me, man. You're a DH. Man. Oh, I hate this game. How you doing, Calm? And the lobby's lower than me, like always, so I'm gonna get extra fucked. Cat DDoS, man. Guy's on his port. I'm gonna open him. I'll just switch this up, even though DH is gonna backflip 37 times. Going healer off that, I guess. Try to go DH off that. Or Feral, I mean. He melded my stun. It was a good meld. Dallas W one time. Got DR blind to get a sap. It's kind of troll, but. Or the guy could stay combat the entire game. You know, that's fine too. Wasn't like that was a big investment or not to try to get a sap to swing the momentum. Paint this. Guy dispels UA. Into a seduce. Guy doesn't backflip. Love to see it. Paint this. Guy pre-skinned air. Gouge off that. We could GBZ if you want. I think the class is cringe though. But what isn't cringe, you know? If you don't play precog, it's not a caster, so it failed the entire point of the design. Bomb. Wait. Gouge. Go DH off that. Really good fear. Maybe pre-kick healer in a sec. JK. I should have just evaded that. Sucks that I had to trinket. Let that sit. Going healer by myself. Hopefully my lock doesn't die because he walled at 10%. Should have not DR gouged Feral, because that could have been a full gouge on healer. Blind Manatee. This guy's gonna sit bare the entire video game, dodge the fear. Still hits me a mile away, because what's the point of a hitbox? Stop both of them. Gouge healer into stun in a sec. Songed off my bleeds, huge. Restun, double of this. Another Apex. You should just play your boomy like a man and fake all the kicks. And not be able to root beam almost any of the meta healers. With no kick tracker or anything. Yubbish. You think Sub could use a small buff? They just need to get rid of the bullshit. Warrior shouldn't have Tremor. They can have War Banner, fuck it, but they shouldn't have Tremor. And Glimpse needs to be pruned from Devour. And Nullify needs to be reworked. And like nerfed by like 90+%. Should be like a 30-second CD, its own button. Can't sap this because he walked into a Consecrate. Oh, I can. That jump scared me that he actually dropped combat. Bomb maybe get a reset? Of course, he gets combat with nothing. So every global of the game is Michael Bay AoE. I wanted to get a resap into a full stun, but maybe he can howl for pre and I'll stun healer in one. Try to feint this. Feinted it. Stun this guy. I griefed my shot in the dark there with that vanish. That's kind of annoying. Kick Pally into a gouge in a second. This might be the one time he casts the entire round. I'm waiting for it. I turned to evade that, but my character didn't turn. That's kind of annoying. He gets to clone me now on evade. This is our coil for pre while I'm in CC, which kind of sucks. So now I can't do a go with it. He doesn't bear though, so we're chilling. We got lucky. I wanted to do like re-cheap into gouge on healer, but stun DH, JK, backflips 3 times in a row. Backflips again. Backflips again. Backflips again. This is the World of Warcraft that we play, by the way. Didn't feint this, so I'm going to trinket. What the fuck is this gateway? It's like 2 feet long. Gating away. Oh. The game's not great. The pruning add-ons kind of sucks, to be honest. Because there's just so many spam anti-CC buttons in the game. Like, Dragon is not fun to fight. DH is not fun to fight. Unless you're just playing a PV spec that doesn't care about CC. Try to line that. Sun Healer in 1. I think maybe me and Dallas could have won the first game if we didn't try to go DH. That's my bad. That could have been a 4-win where I break even and don't lose MMR and still get +0. I mean, I think killing text-to-speech was great. I think even killing Omnibar can be fine. Killing big debuffs, though, is insanely bad. And killing, like, the precog tracker is insanely bad. And killing kick tracking is insanely bad. Like, the game is already really biased for brain-dead melee. Like, 90% of shuffle lobbies is just 4 fucking 1,500 melee players drooling on each other, even at, like, rank 1 MMR. Because the game is just made for fucking Nepo baby fucking Rep Pally to just auto-win every shuffle. Until they get to the highest MMR where there's mages and locks and then they lose. Yeah, it's like a buff to dragon for no reason. It's a buff to fucking glimpse spam. Like, dragon needs to just be gutted. It's so bad for the game. Like, the problem with even when the add-ons worked is it wasn't consistent, right? Some classes got to just be immune to air horns and some didn't. Like, it took them so long to finally add, like, glimpse and war banner on warrior and, you know, the Windwalker one shot and all that to fucking add on it to begin with. Like, it took months of them not getting air horned. And then they get rid of the air horns, which is kind of crazy. And there were still specs that were, like, flying under the radar with add-ons. Like, Asa, you couldn't track Deathmark or Kingsbane. I mean, the base UI just shouldn't suck ass. Like, I don't think that's too much to ask. Like, the built-in buff tracker, you should be able to track any buff you want. Like, you should be able to track, like, precog, you should be able to track, like, weapon enchant, fucking proc trinket. Like, there's no excuse I can't just have, like, oh, my weapon enchant and proc trinket procced in the middle of my screen. Without throwing my main buff window into the middle of my screen, and then I have to deal with, like, 700 random fucking role-playing buffs that I can't filter out. Like, oh, it's fucking World Quest week. Oh, it's Delve week. Oh, I'm wearing a weird shirt with a buff. Where, like, 80% of the buffs are just fake, just to fucking clutter up what you're looking at. It's great. Nullifying Shroud. Nullifying Shroud 2 times. Alright, it's wearing off. Oh, fly, never mind. Into probably another Nullifying Shroud. Nope, I'm playing the game. Getting disarmed here. Fainted this. Blind the Sleepwalk. Disarmed again. Into a sleep. Rest in peace, my second dance. He doesn't have any UAs on me, so I'll just van though. Like, that's one of the things I miss the most from the add-on prune. Like, I'd be okay with Omnibar and weak aura alert type stuff being gone, but I miss buff filtering on better Blizz frames. I loved getting rid of like 80% of the buffs that just don't fucking matter or just like permanently up and do nothing. Because they made your buffs and debuffs just look so clean for actually looking at the target frame. Especially when you could prio certain buffs to always be at the front without big debuffs. To be like, oh, Warbanner Shout's always at the top, or having like Battle Master Trinket be bigger than a normal buff. Like, might just be dead here. Defensively smoke bombing, I guess. Can gouge this guy in one with nullies over. Actually, I don't have it, but just going him, I guess. JK. I'm dead as fuck. Bandage a tick. DR stun Windwalker off me to live. Maybe kill him first. Copium. No. They broke pretty much all of mini CC, so there's no more big debuffs, no more Omnibar, no more kick tracking. They deleted the ability to have important auras. I wouldn't play RM Priest ever, unless you're like multi-rank one, or you're just carrying someone. There's zero reason to play the Priest when Dragon is the best healer in every comp in the game and every bracket of the game. And even if you're not playing with the Dragon, you could play with a Druid, even though that gets countered by Dragon. Didn't feint this, sketchy. Kicked you A. Stun healer, he faded it. Into a blind. He's got some sleep, I'll let him sleep. Can he Windwalker? He death to sleep, I should have just blowned. Stun lock because I didn't have kick. Stun healer for Micropiss. Painted this. Kick taunt. Go back to Windwalker in a second, I guess. Actually, there is a kick tracker right now. Getting coiled. Yep. Maybe I could sap this if I get out in time. Got it. Karmas. He triggered my sap. Kidney healer. Hitting healer. Fuck it. Disarm. Paints up. Defensively hitting lock now. Gouge this guy off me. Stunning him. Bombing. Stunning trinket. JK. If we can get another sleep here, I could try and sap it. No, he didn't cap. Into a kick, into a sleep. We just kill here. Dragon diff. Dragon and glimpse diff. Literally, they're both immune to CC the entire video game. I mean, I'd probably even I'd put Monk above Priest too. There's no universe where Priest is viable at all compared to Dragon, Druid, or Monk. It has worse cooldowns, worse mana, worse mobility, worse CC avoidance. Unless you're like a fucking Zenlin, like cracked ass priest and you're a one trick and you're fighting someone that's a dog shit alt reroll. But yeah. Kick them on Dream Breath. We can win. We can beat a dragon. Nice. Okay, we stopped the dragon 6-0. That's great for us. He just has to get kicked at 20% and not pre-wall the entire video game. Yeah, if you just get kicked or they go you as Void Reaver, you just don't heal. And then Holy Priest just does not do Dragon, Monk, or Druid damage even. Because even Druid is spamming like 100k fucking Star Surges and whatnot occasionally. I shouldn't break that, but thought we were going him. Just because he's Void Reaver. He's not gonna heal when we go him, so. Lock games are gonna be good. Painted this. I don't think he's Void Reaver anymore, so. Dodge penance. I wanted to step kick that so bad, but I know I'm step for 3. I have a gouge in 5. Charmed on air. Oh. The Sigil Fear on my Vanish Reach cheap shot. I stopped the collapsing. We're chilling. Might just kill this guy. Apex Q. JK. Kick penance into gouge into kidney. Still hitting monk. I trigger this. Cloak I don't just die to air. Can stun monk at 4 for the dub. Try to blind the ulti before it goes off. Stun the fist. Win the game. Verse Mastery always, yeah, but you still play 4-piece. Yeah, you can't see much anymore with the add-on breaking. I can't see all the fucking Warbanner shouts and infinite glimpses and infinite nullifyings either. Game's kind of just annoying. It's way more favorable to the classes that just spam immunities the whole game. Gore, thanks, man. I just got on. I was down to queue some, but he's just soloing this guy. Holy shit. Well, he immune my shit. I'm bad. Kick Dream Breath 0.1 right here. JK. He's gonna spam sleep me, but it's fine. I tried to get off last second, but communion. Try to bomb that. We will take a 5er. Okay. I think killing Omnibar is fine. Killing text-to-speech is fine. But big debuffs is a God-given right that should be in the base UI. And also better Blizz frames, buff filtering should be put in the game. There's no excuse that I can't just, like, make nullifying, glowing, and giant and get rid of, like, 90% of the filter buffs I don't want to see. Like, oh, he has war mode on. Oh, you know, fucking World Quest buff. Or, oh, you know, Honor Flask or mount equipment and all that kind of stuff. Like, I should be able to filter out, like, 80% of the trash buffs, but it is what it is. I mean, that's just what big debuffs is for, right? Especially on the, yeah. Better Blizz shows the sap timers and whatnot. Right now, I'm trying to find a way to fix shot in the dark. Is anyone as good with macros? Like, I don't think you could do a cancel or a null, right? I don't know if like stop macro would maybe be what I need to add. But basically, the problem is if you dance and then you re-dance without using shot in the dark, like let's say you get micro CC'd, you lose your shot in the dark on the re-dance. So then you lose a whole extra cheap shot. And that happens even more with Vanish. If like you have shot in the dark and like let's say you're dying and you need to vanish defensively or you get rooted and you want to vanish, usually it gets rid of your shot in the dark. But it didn't there, so that was weird. That's what I was trying to do, like a cancel aura. I was even putting it in vanish. So I was trying to do it from the spell book to see if that would work. Because yeah, if I it doesn't seem to be happening with vanish anymore, even without the macro. Still happens with double dance though. I gotta find a way around that. Because it tilts me when I'm like dying and I vanish. Like mid dance, and then I lose 2 cheap shots because I vanished mid dance. Oh yeah, I have 5090 and I overclocked the hell out of it, and I have a dual PC setup from when I upgraded. Addy, thank you so much, man. With the 9 months, goddamn. No, I'm not having an alternative. I'm just staring at the buffs the entire game. It's draining. It's eye strain when you're just staring really hard at the buffs. I was gonna try that add-on I saw on Twitter, but just to world PvP in between queue, but it's intimidating. There's a lot of shit to read that I don't want to read. Problem is it's just like not balanced around that because there's such a heavy emphasis on defense. Like defense has always been better than offense in this game. Like there's a reason why like double DPS twos isn't viable, and then there's like a reason why like setup comps are never played in AWC. Because like dampening is always the best way to play the video game. Playing just a PvE mana game and being immortal. Of all the Q syncing and every Q declining a billion times. Yeah, I did the 1% thing. Alright, Flemmy might be down. Or do I do some YOLO Qs with Oz Mage? I didn't realize my blitz was starting. I didn't even realize it. The Q popped. The Omar solo, I tanked literally like 1,000 Omar in blitz. It's just been stuck in elo hell ever since. I don't duo Q with healers. They have a dragon and we don't, so it's gonna be hard. Classic dragon diff every bracket of the game. This rogue will not get off my nuts. Ego sat me, my bad, dude. Oh, wait, at least they got the flag. Because they won the team fight. Actually, they might die and give us the flag and throw the game. Look at this. Normally, I'd say there's always comebacks, especially at this rating where everyone's 1500 basically. But one, people tilt, and then like two, like they just have a dragon. And three, it was just already such a stalemate that like breaking the stalemate's gonna be hard. Our team's just been dead the whole game because we have two priests and they have a dragon. Just trying to die because I can really reset here anyway. Not much Cypher. We got a 5-win, got our #1 shuffle back for a little bit until I go to work and flop queues a game because of inflation, you know. He's probably like 3K MMR right now. But I'll have it for a couple days and then I'll get off work next week and then I'll take it again after he takes it. And we'll take turns passing each other, playing 1 day a week. I wanted to play Blitz, but then I just forgot how terrible this bracket is, so. Nullifying Shroud. Glimpse. Every game, every bracket. You can't escape them. They're literally everywhere. 2 on my team, 2 on the enemy team, 3 on the enemy team. Everyone's just immune to CC. Dude, I'm like negative win rate in Blitz. I tanked like 1,000 MMR. Because I don't duo queue. And every game is just they have a dragon and I don't. Or some Ret Paladin goes top or something instead of middle on carts. Or I'm like 2v4 off cart and our team still loses fucking the main objective. Or I go win Quarry and Shrine every single time, but our team just fucking loses Blacksmith on CD somehow. Or the other side of the map that I'm not on. I don't know, this bracket tilts me so hard. Wad's Gear NA, that's hell yeah. I fought him a couple times when I was playing my EU. I need to play my EU some more. Cause like I work nights, so a lot of times I want to play at night. So it's like easier to play at night when it's like EU morning. Or when I like first wake up at like 2 p.m. where it's like EU prime time. Because like NAQs don't start till like 8 o'clock. And we're kind of making a comeback if we win 2 carts multiple times. We're actually tied. Actually ahead. I don't know how they're throwing. Shutting this guy in 1. Oh, you got cloned. Feels bad. On the penance. Keep bumping. Can I stun dragon yet? This guy's completely I don't want to actually kill him. Might sap rogue. Oh, Hunter was out of combat too, but could have maybe sapped the pet res. We lose because this node caps before our node, really? Or is it a tie? It's a draw, okay. That sucks because we had a point lead. So technically we should have won the draw. Nameplate stuff seems to kind of be going around it a little bit on some spells, but not many. Like only a couple classes, basically. That's what, yeah, he said, yeah. Good pulls so far. Really good pulls. That's crit. Useless. I need a conquest box like 5 characters, so. Verse staff feels bad, man. It doesn't want to give me haste. If only I could just transfer conquest to my ult, you know, and not have to buy the box 700 times and open the box 700 times. That'd be too easy. I just want a second mage so I can have more low-rated characters for shuffle. My other mage is Biz. I'm having a second mage. And then I wanted to gear my lock and my healer. Don't know if I want to start with Rested Druid or Prez, but probably just Prez. 'Cause I want it nerfed. You know? So how I do it on my mage? I forget. Alright, set up now. Yeah, it's just not everything's always like account wide on WoW 1, WoW 2, even if it's on the same battle net, like the macros are different. And then sometimes if I try to my slot all of my mage stuff over to the other mage, it'll fuck over my rogue. So I kind of manually do alts, but because usually I don't play alts on the second account. I have almost every class leveled on my main account, and then my alt account is just my other rogue. But I wanted to have 2 mages, so I kind of had to do it a little manually, but gonna queue skirm so I can get the crafted gear real quick. Main leveling method. Apparently they buffed the delve quests even more. So you might even be able to turn it in sooner than 87. But basically it's do all the delves. There's like 8 or 9 of them. Save all the quests till 87. Turn them all in and then do crafting at 89. And you basically skip 87 to 90 and it's like 4 hours to level. For alts. So you obviously have to do campaign on your main character, but they set up by almost double, right? So does that mean like delves like literally do 85 to 90 almost? That's insane. 86.5 up. I thought double would mean like it'd be like an extra whole level or whatever. Yeah, you can also do Earthern and fly around, but the problem with that is then you have to spend money to like not be an Earthern because it's dog shit for PvP. And if you already can like level in 4 hours anyway, it doesn't really matter. Like if you're trying to do the 1 to 80, then literally just do time walking dungeons. Like even 70 to 80 is like 3 dungeons. Like you'll level up multiple times a dungeon if you're before level 80. It's absurd. Yeah, after I gear this character, I think it's on your end. Oh, you said it's clean. I thought you said it was fucking up. Yeah, it's because I have a dual PC setup and I have it literally set to the maximum that it can be. Like I'm at the theoretical Twitch limits, and I do the enhanced broadcasting mode thing where I do my own encoding. Oh, I didn't even realize I had precog because it doesn't tell me in the middle of my screen. I was like, I'm really surprised this guy did not kick there. That's crazy. And we're just at a noob. I didn't see it report, no. I'm sad that there's no precog warning in the middle of my screen. I did not realize I had precog. That's gonna be something to get used to. Yeah, it should be trackable in like your buff window or whatever. Same with being able to like track your proc trinket or like weapon enchant. So by default, that clips where those two are. Okay. So like that. Even over a little more. Too bad I can't filter out like the majority of these garbage buffs. I don't even think that'll help. No. It's my short week, so I was off today. But I'm doing overtime Friday, and then I work Thursday. I'm doing overtime Friday, even though it's a holiday. So I'm doing 2 extra days of OT this week. So it's still a 5-day, 12-hour shift week. Like I did 0 damn. I wouldn't call it free bunny, you know, it's a 12-hour shift for a couple $100, but because yeah, I worked Tuesday even though it was off, and then I'm working Friday even though it's a holiday. It's Juneteenth, and then I'm working Saturday because that's a normal work day, and I'm working Thursday tomorrow because that's a normal work day. But yeah, I'll probably play the game Sunday, Monday. Next week's a long week, so I won't have Wednesday, and I'm gonna do more overtime on Tuesday. Because like my normal week, if I wasn't doing overtime, right, is I would be off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because it's every other Wednesday I work. So it's like 3 to 4 days a week, 12-hour shifts. But I've been doing 1 to 2 days of overtime a week, and then Sundays usually I'm spending time with my girlfriend. So yeah, pretty much I only got to play Monday, Wednesday this week because this was my short week, and I played a little bit of Sunday. But yeah, probably next week I'm probably only gonna play Monday, maybe some of Sunday, like Sunday night and Monday. But yeah, I keep busy. Yeah, usually she'll go to sleep around like 10 because she's a day walker. So I'll spend the day with her and then I'll get on at night when she goes to sleep because I'm already like on the night shift anyway. Then we got Bear Hots, the 8-month prime. Hell yeah, man. All right, let's get another coin flip blitz in and, you know, be sad because I hate this bracket. While I sit my multi-hour shuffle queue. At least I got number 1 on my ult real quick. All right, they have a dragon. I don't have a dragon. I mean, I have a devourer, but I have a dragon on this character at least. Woo. Continue ulting. Yeah, I have every class leveled. It's just rogue is really frustrating since like half the classes in the game just are anti-CC. There's like the, you know, AMS your teammates, dark sim without add-ons, nullifying spam, glimpse spam, 7,000 warrior peels. Like you never get to have fun. But most of the rogues just play mage nowadays. It's not even just like the AWC players like Nick and Calv. It's like even just normal rogues like Oz is mostly playing mage too. Because there's just not that many mages to play with. Rung him out of line so he couldn't death. Just sending it, even though I'm gonna get kicked. Get a re-sheep, I guess. Spam sheep's on the other guy now. I shouldn't have blocked. Come out and CS that. I'll mask the next one. Try to CS ulti pen. And I'm just dead. Yeah. Perfect timing anyway. Trying to just win one skirm on my ult with no gear so that I could get the fucking crafted gear. So I need embellishments, and I need a weapon, and I need a weapon enchant. But I'm not gonna enchant gear. I'm gonna like honor gear and whatnot, because conquest boxes weren't that lucky for like. I only had 10,000 conquest to throw at it, but I want to get the second mage going. But it's gonna be way harder to play mage now without the add-ons too. Like I was just getting cozy on it with add-ons. I can't imagine playing it without add-ons. Like it's gonna feel so fucking hard to get a good ray off if I don't just play like degenerate ass fire. Because it's already so fucking hard to get ray off. I can only imagine without add-ons. Hopefully we get LM and BS because they sent way more people there. Yeah, the only ult I'm usually comfortable on is Windwalker. Sometimes Feral, but... It's gonna be awkward because they're gonna spin the node for a while. I don't have Cloak for Searing Glare, so that's kind of sketchy. Breaks my sap so that we don't get the cap. Bombs maybe gets it. I'm stunned by the time the bop ends, but... No restun though. Didn't have kidney to do kidney cap because it was on CD. Yeah, this game might be an L too. Never lucky. Should have just 3v4'd the Rep Paladin, I guess. Since the rest of my team lost the node, even though we were 3v4. I mean, when you're zoomed out, it's really hard to fucking see particle effects like precog and whatnot. When there's 7,000 pets all over your screen. Faint in case the rogue's here and stuns me, but... Yeah, they killed mini CC. Some of the nameplate stuff still kind of works, but... Yeah. Yeah, Nully is annoying, but that just shouldn't even be in the game, period. That's my last blitz. Oh, and 2 and for the day and blitz is fine in Elo hell. Bracket is just so terrible. He has 2 pets, so I can't even kidney his pet to cap it. I'll cloak disarm here in a second. I have to just cloak early because it's still incarn. Turtle's at 1%. Spanning Vanish to live. Kill the guy. Blind cap. Kidney is trinket. JK, I don't have kidney. I have to just try to kill him in cheap shot. Tried to outrange that. I was immune to stun DR anyway. Too bad I can't bandage. Can we get a bomb cap? I still lose it though. It's gonna gouge him, but I think you just uncheck it here. And it still kind of counts for DRs. I don't know. That's weird. I don't really look at nameplate combo points, so I have no idea. What is it? She's like attacking my feet the whole game. Hopefully I have threes ready now though. That was a great use of time, you know? There's no more air horns, no more text to speech, no more big debuffs. I think you could still track kicks sometimes, but it's really buggy. And you can't even track your own precog anymore when you get it. There's no more important aura classification. So you can't omnibar, can't big debuffs. Like I think the text to speech stuff was too stupid for sure. And I think the air horns were stupid. But yeah. There really needs to be some kind of big debuffs. I'm still using it, yeah. Because like some things kind of still show up on nameplate. I don't think this Q's gonna pop and it's just gonna tank me, so. You just can't track your own precog anymore. Because the built-in like edit mode, buff mode tracking doesn't track anything important. No. Oh, I tried to step flow me, and it took me to the bottom. I get punished for trying to cheat with step. Was going too fast. Yeah, I mean, it's just not, right? Like, setups were already dog shit and not viable, and now it's like 7,000 times harder to get a setup. Because you're just having to, like, times 10 your awareness. You don't get to multitask as much while everyone else is just fucking singing, doing nothing the whole game. Being immune to CC passively 80% of the game. Not even trying to time it of like, oh, they pre'd the other guy, I'm gonna press it. It's just like every other button. Oh, I'm just gonna nully for fun. Oh, I'm gonna backflip for fun. Like, people don't even try to time it because they just have fucking a backup for their backup. How's life treating you? Pretty shit, to be honest. You know, family health stuff, workaholic, working way too much, doing a lot of overtime. Never gonna fucking afford a house. Even if I get a good tax return and a bonus in like February, I probably can't afford the trip I want to go to Japan. I mean, I'm really trying to budget BlizzCon, doing like an extra 20, 30 hours a week. And streaming doesn't make that much, but streaming's like a couple dollars an hour. I just basically do it for fun, like 2, 3 days a week. But right now with overtime, I'm only playing like 1 to 2 days a week. I wish. It's always in Anaheim. Mm. Yeah, with my night shift differential, I'm at like 24 an hour, and then like overtime with like 1.5 pay is like 35 or something. Yeah, I mean, like there isn't many big dogs in Arena for the most part. Everyone's just a classic PvEer. Like, when was the last time Grayson played Arena? Right. I don't even know. I just have a big itinerary of places we want to go, but just gotta budget it and actually have time for it. Almost all my PTO keeps going to shit that's not even me, so I don't even get to enjoy it. It'll be nice to go to BlizzCon if I can budget it though. That was like in like multiple expansions ago. That was like Dragonflight. It was at the beginning of like the WoW 3 micro CC era. I don't mind it right now as much because I actually like the 16-second DR timers and the no triple DR. Like, trading a triple DR cheap shot or a triple DR sheep that like your CC is shorter than your global always felt terrible. I'm glad triple DR is gone. I think healer 90-second trinkets really bad for the game, yeah. There should be a window where they don't have trinkets or personals. And I think it's stupid that like 90% of the classes have a button that can press while stunned. Should be like good design to like have a bark skin or something. Like, that should be unique. There's too many dark packs and lock walls and monk port while stuns and revival while stuns, and feels like every class just presses something in a stun. I literally had a shuffle today. The round was I was fighting Warlock, Feral, Monk. And I go to the Druid. He bark skins while stunned. I tab the Warlock. He dark packs while stunned. I fucking go stun the healer. He ports while stunned. And I'm just like, what the fuck is the point of a stun, man? Don't even get me started on Blink Stun. Like, Blink Stun should not... And that's coming from someone that benefits from mages always being God mode OP. Blink Stun has no place being in the video game. Same with Mass Invis. Not even Arcane should have Mass Invis. It's part of like mage being a tank spec, and it's just bad for the game. Like the true mage skill cap is you should have to play Shimmer and Ice Wall every game. And Shimmer should just be a lower CD. They're not like punished for playing it. Like Blink Stun shouldn't exist, period, or it should only be one charge on an absurdly long CD. Like the worst feeling in the world is you kick a mage on poly, and then you stun him, and then he still blinks while stunned anyway, even though he's kicked on Arcane. Because your kick is like 2 seconds long. And he's just like, oh, next global, I'm just gonna blink out of your stun anyway, even though I got kicked on fucking Arcane. I thought I had 3s, but apparently I don't. Still looking. I mean, double DPS hasn't been good since Shadowlands. It's been 6 years. Because all of their quality of life buffs to trying to make people actually want to heal, even though no one will ever heal ever, have not worked. Giving healers DPS level damage didn't work. Giving healers 90-second trinkets didn't work. Giving them extra, transmogs and whatnot and titles and stuff did not work. I think the only way they can, like, play around the healer drought is to just have better world content in between the queues. And to, have, like, a double DPS solo queue bracket and ban healers from 2s. And then you could just have, like, double DPS 2s for a couple games while you wait on a healer for 3s. So it's like you're doing world content, you get double DPS. You're doing world content, you do double DPS. You're doing world content, okay, you found like the 1 out of 100 person that's willing to heal and you have a real 3s game. And then there's like no downtime. It's not even about streamers and like, downtime and whatnot. It literally is like anyone that comes home from school or work, myself included, doing 12-hour night shifts, and you have like 1 hour to play or something, and you just can't. Because 90% of the game is downtime. Not really, it was terrible for the game. And anything PvE gear is bad for the game. People will always make copium arguments of like, oh, PvEers will be willing to try to PvP and inflate the number of PvPers if they get a really unfair advantage to carry their ego to make them want to try. It's just... Those aren't people that deserve to play the game then. It's the same people that have the power fantasy of like, oh, I want to, be a vanilla fucking male Tauren warrior and just kill someone with 1 auto attack or something, or if Wind Fury proc. It's like just the Swifty in a battleground with 3 pocket healers fantasy. And yeah. I do think there should be more types of like unrated PvP. I haven't tried it yet, but I've heard good things about this Overlord add-on thing. But it basically makes old zones be a battleground for world PvP. And then everyone with the add-on, like LFG kind of syncs up, and then like, you know, you have something you can do. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks cool. Nah, I played all of BFA. BFA is the worst WoW expansion of all time besides vanilla WoW and potentially TBC. There's PvE gear. Corruptions were really bad for the game. Because not only were the vendors on like a multi-month rotation where you missed the vendor, you just couldn't gear your character. And there was also stupid stuff with scaling, with like the smart scaling that was supposed to make like bad geared players be able to play the game. But it went way too far in the wrong direction. And the more homeless your character was, the better your character was, unironically. Like every socket like nerfed your character by like 2%. It was actually better to like just not use gems. And there was like a lot of weird, buggy, like noob trap setups like that. And like getting like the max item level Azerite from the raid, from like the last two bosses, was worse than just wearing like really low item level Warfront gear. Because it had less PvP item level score for scaling or whatever. Yeah, Stun God's gear was actually Biss. Everyone never give him so much credit of like, oh, he's just making it work with bad gear. Like the more homeless your character was, the better your character was. And people didn't know, so it's too late. And then yeah, then corruptions and essences were also bad. Every single time you got stunned, you got a shield wall for no reason on every single class in the game. It was better to try to kill someone out of stuns than in stuns. Because everyone just had infinite versatility and conflict and strife. And then most of the corruptions were the majority of your damage. If you were a rogue, 40% of your damage was passive gushing wounds. 40. Literally, it was like more than almost everything you had combined was just, oh, you got a passive bleed proc. Might as well not have anything keybound on your keyboard. And there was insane amounts of chores to get sockets and whatnot too. On top of having to do PvE for trinkets. And then even like season 2, it was super slow and damp because they nerfed everyone's damage into the ground and made every game like 15 minutes long almost. And then there was the stupid all the gear in the Crucible patch where like if you didn't have the stupid pants from the raid, you couldn't kill anything because the pants did like a Nimbus bolt proc and your pants were like one of your top damage was just wearing pants. And then you had all the healer trinkets that could save someone, like basically a lay on hands trinket that they could use while kicked. So you'd just be like, oh, I got kicked. I'm just going to press Void Stone here. You're fine. And then also you would break through the Void Stone, which is like a full on life cocoon ass shield. And then it would bug and just reproc again for no reason. Like the amount of war crimes in that expansion, like you can't make a worse video game without even trying. Also, it's the invention of Mugambala, this arena right here. This came also in BFA. Which they literally just went, what do PvPers hate? And then they threw all of it in one fucking giant pot to just piss people off. Like, I swear this map is like a hate crime for PvPers. Like, they literally did it just to make people mad. They're like, people hate weird shaped pillars. People hate big maps. People hate Z-axis and stairs. People hate rooms. Let's put all that in one game. You know, they can like lock the door, ring, you know, sit in the room with a flare, sit, you know, drop someone in there. My frames are all bugged because there's no third person. So it's like fucking my sheep 1, 2, 3. Precog ray. My ray button's not working actually. I don't know if that's real Angel from like dying and he's not playing like the normal Spirit of Redeemer. Or did he Angel at really low HP? And the fact that it's still going on makes me think it's... Oh, it is... Try to steal PI, even though it's 2v3. I'm dead because I pressed another global. Yeah, Paladins literally had like 30-second bubble. They could do Hodge into Hodge. People always say worst patch so far, and they do like the Simpsons meme where it's like, this is the worst patch. And it's always a, this is the worst patch of your life so far, you know, like that meme. People always will say every patch is the worst patch, but BFA by far the most dog shit imaginable. Like they literally went out of their way to like actually listen to the community and take feedback and then do the exact opposite. They're like, how can we try our absolute hardest to kill PvP? And that is Battle for Azeroth. The Shadowlands wasn't that bad. Shadowlands is one of the top couple expansions. Even if you PvE'd, there was nothing redeemable about corruptions or essences. Oh, you mean like actual PvE content? I thought you meant like if you had PvE gear in PvP. Because yeah, it was an advantage, like all old expansions before MOP, but it just, even with all jumping through all the hoops, it was not worth it. And then not to mention, like I said, all the scaling bullshit. Like Legion scaling was fine. The only gripe I had with Legion scaling, like Legion's also one of the top couple expansions. Because the main thing that Legion did right was they had really cool rewards. All of the Glad mounts were beautiful. All of the elite sets were insane. The PvP enchant was great. Like the art team nailed it, which that's not the biggest diff, but like the main thing that Legion did well was that you had 6 seasons and you had short seasons. And they just split every raid tier into 2 seasons. Because at the end of the day, people only play the beginning of the season and the end of the season. And the only people that are going to play the middle of the season are people that are like boosters or streamers or, you know. Because like the main thing is just inflation is a terrible system. So people just wait for inflation all the time for decades now because they haven't fixed that issue. I do think it was a little too grindy. I think artifacts were bad. I think it was bad that you couldn't customize your stat template for scaling and whatnot. Like a lot of times you just get stuck with a stat you don't want. It's like, oh, I'm playing haste on a sub rogue before, you know, this modern haste being good on sub. But yeah, I would say like my favorite expansion in hindsight, I hated it at the time, but WoD is actually #1 for me, which is most people will never agree with that. But I think it's a little bit part of like I hate PvE gear, so pre-mop isn't an answer for me, even though I love Wrath and Kata, they just didn't age well. Um, but I put WoD over mop because there's a little more comp variety, but not much. It's still like turbo versus RMD, but like at least like, and it's not that pruned. Everyone acts like it's omega pruned, but like what's really missing? Just disarm, I think. And I think like Mark for that DFA was fun. Rogue was a lot more viable. It was way less damp. It wasn't just like Thunder and Warriors every single game. There was less like HLS perma CC bullshit. Yeah, I would say like WoD at the top by a lot, actually. And then probably Mop, even though it didn't age well and Mop Classic died instantly. The real terrifying, like kind of masochistic thought is just WoW has never been balanced ever. And we're all just addicted to Arena because it's unique. But it's never actually been good or balanced ever as someone that's been addicted to it for 20 years. I don't know why I'm addicted to it. Um it's really hard to interpret it because everyone's always miserable the whole time. But and then there's a massive fall off, and then it's probably Legion and Shadowlands are like tied. And then it's like non-existent after that. Like almost every other expansion's like, oh, I would actually probably put this modern WoW 3 era. It's hard to pick actually. Well, let's skip a bit. BFA and TBC are down here. Worst versions of the game by a million miles. It's like the old, how much can you buy with like, $1 billion or whatever with all the zeros where it's like, yeah. Omega gap. My BFA TBC hatred knows no bounds. And then like after that, I mean, I would say DF, War Within, and Midnight are basically all the same thing. They're slightly different, but they're like 80% the same game. We're just in WoW 3 era. And then I'd probably still put Modern WoW above Wrath. I'd probably put Kata above current era still. It's a little bit of rogue bias there. I hate PV gear. Nah, Kata's below current era. Anything with PV gear is not a viable game. I'd put Kata above Wrath though. Because I fucking hate H-Pels. And resists. There's no resists in Kata. PV gear equals unplayable. Any resists or dodges is unplayable. Yeah. I think that's pretty accurate. Got his ult there. Got CS out of the way. Can raid this guy in a second, but I'll try to ring the pet so he doesn't CS me on it. Meld the ray, do my ray. He double raised my fucking... That's rude. I need to sheep mage, but my sheep 123 is not working on this character. That's annoying. Fresh barrier. Kill with shatter. DP sheep this guy, go for a reset. I don't have bandages, I don't think. That's awkward. I don't think I'm gonna get a real reset. Tried to game sense pet Nova him, but I'm just fucked. Still have CS if he tries to cast, but tries to steal barrier, nah. Just want to win one skirm ever. Yeah, I just fucking bought conquest boxes on this character. I'm like unenchanted and like full mastery and crit gear. I just want to win one skirm so I can make crafted gear for embellishments real quick. But my setup's all fucked. My sheep 123 wasn't working. Yeah, that's why. So I kept trying to sheep the rogue and it wasn't working. Boom. Had no idea. That's funny. Rogue Mage Priest. Yeah, kick your priest, get a dragon. And then you can play Asa, Sub, or Outlaw. It doesn't really matter. Outlaw if you're like a boring AWC dampener and you want to play really long games. Asa if you just think you're bad at the game. And then Sub if you're a masochist and you want to overcomplicate things for no reason. But Sub is still fun sometimes. It's just not fun into all the DHs and dragons and warriors and whatnot. Because the game is just so anti-setup. You just kind of play every game like Shuffle and you just play mana games. Like, the best way to play Sub is to just play like Sub RMD, let your teammates do everything, or play like Rogue Mage Dragon and just let them spam sheeps and sleeps. And you just run around and shuffle around. Guarantee it now. We gotta get the world first win a skirm as an AWC player team. Or get a shuffle pop and get number 1 back real quick. That'd be nice too. It's harder to get number 1. You know, it's harder to win a shuffle than it is to get number 1. Or it's harder to win a skirmish than get number 1 shuffle. That's what I'm trying to say. Goddamn. Somehow. Alright, we got this. I just want my shuffle to pop. I don't want to do another blitz. I want some real 3s to line up too real quick. It's almost there. Playing Roguelock? What are we playing? Make sure we get combat. Probably should have just played Snowdrift or something. Free altar, because they probably want to open me. Still freedom. Try to block eye, because I have no gear. Get bubble here. Cheap trinket. Let that sit. He's killing me because he's a range class. I still might not get my win a shuffle or my win a skirmish achievement real quick. I have all the shatters right here. An array and 5 if he dies. Apparently I can't ring him. Bear all of his range damage. Block the rest of his wings. I should have came out and CS that, but I went to itch my head. I'm actually dead here, I think. I have a barrier when he gets to me. I mean, what when he gets to me? He's a range class. What am I joking? Sit mass invis. TP sheep him in a sec. Hopefully he doesn't have bubble aggro again to kill me. I have no mana to spell steal that. I have a ray here though. Hopefully that's enough, but he's gonna range kill me, I think. Try to range him. I have 20 stacks of shatter. And a barrier. Call my pet back. Barrier. Try to shatter before I die. Wall. Still have Hellstone. I'm dead. Only I could kite this class. Gonna alter just for the mobility. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's crazy. I'm never winning a skirm ever. Or getting a shuffle pop ever. Do I just play my mage that has gear and actually just fucking one-shot someone? I'll say this gear's probably fine. I think you can get the gladiator in this gear. Play some verse mastery mage randomly. Not that bad. I have precog and 2 set and a weapon. So you don't even need to get the stupid weapon scaling things anymore. I just want to get my embellishments real quick. But it is not being real quick. Yeah, fuck it, let's just play real 2s on it. Anyone wants to viewer 2s? That'll be easier than a fucking skirmish somehow. Mage healer, auto win every game in 2s, even with no gear. Well, as long as it's a druid or dragon or monk. Yeah, then go for it. I don't know about playing double DPS. That sounds terrible. It's not fun to play double DPS anymore. Sorry. I would literally take a 1600 healer over a multi rank 1 double DPS. I think the only person I'd be willing to play double DPS with is like Calvish Mage. And you have like 1.5 goes to win the game with Smoke Bomb or Ice Wall. And you have to hope the enemy team is just bad. We play Classic Plus. If there's Arena and there's no PV gear and there's no resists or dodges. If you answer yes to any of those things, no, it's a waste of my goddamn time. I don't really want to, unless it's like the only way to stream. In which case I'll suck it up, but I'll be miserable. Most people that stream are just fake. But I'm not a classic PV'er. Oh wait, I already had the stupid thing. Did I win a skirm earlier? Or did I get it from losing a skirm? Did they pity me? When the fuck did I get it? I don't think I won a game. It'll keep my shuffle queue even if I relog for a second. Yeah, Prez is just the best healer in every bracket, every comp. It ruins the game. And then Devourer also ruins the game. And then Mage kind of ruins the game too, to be honest, because like no other caster can compare. Doesn't I mean Warlock is the closest. But like Boomy doesn't compare, Ellie doesn't compare. I mean Hunter's not a caster. But Hunter's broken. So if it's not a mage every single game, it's a Warlock or it's like some weird like Hunter DK kind of cleave. Or it's just some warrior dampener comp. But there's just too much anti-CC in the game, and it feels really bad to play around CC. It's just play defense, play a mana game every game as usual. New boots? Nah, I'm sorry. I don't play double DPS. If I play a healer, maybe I'll carry people sometime, but just do a conquest box group or something. Healers only, sorry. I don't like being miserable. Yeah, crate farming's easy. It's just I wanted to get my crafting gear for embellishments. Okay, because I can just ray. He's gonna meld it though. All the stacks of shatter right here. Gonna wall because he's casting a lot of damage. Maybe Sheep Door Mastery? Gonna Sheep the DH for pre. Okay. Got kick out of the way. Lightning Shear. That's gonna hit me though. I was hoping I would be out of range. They already moved it, but Gonna DB even though it wastes our DR. Farm precog. Get array with it. DR fear. All the shatters if I can get there. Nice, he kills for me. Yeah, Blizzard broke it. Where'd the gems go that I bought? Thought I bought 5. Oh, they're still in the mailbox. I wonder if I make it move it even more. 8. Then move it even more to the center. Oh, I get this UI. Most of my UI stuff's all on the Discord. Obviously, it's not going to be up to date in real time, but it's up to date by a little bit. Oh, I need to set up my stupid thank you ominum or whatever. I need to do that. I've done the quest. I just need to click it on every character. Oh, that's annoying. I'll meld the next cast on me. If I don't just die this global. Meld that. Let me cancel my ult there. Oh shit, doesn't work. I have to manually click it off. It's another thing I need to fix on this mage compared to my other mage. I should have CS that. The hell is it? Or I'll just make a new one. I don't know why I didn't have my welly properly in the opener. Did you like CC my pet? Because I was gonna pet Nova Ringer Druid out of the fear. But it threw me off for a second. Maybe I center it even more. That too centered. Yeah, all the add-ons are broken right now. Did I lower it even more? That might be too far over now, but apparently I couldn't cheap shaman there. Should have just triggered this. I'm dead because I didn't block my Warchong. Shouldn't kick this, but we can Ray. Come out and CS him in a second. Warchong. Mess. Oh, I actually got that. Shit, my hex decurse doesn't work still. I gotta fix that too. I really should have fixed my UI properly on the second mage. That, and I'm really not used to this fucking UI changes. I really hate not being able to see my precog. That drives me mental. Trying to like just move my buffs to a way more obnoxious spot so I can maybe see it better there, but oh yeah, decurse. Yeah, I don't want to deal with all the performance issues. Alright, decurse is fixed. Probably already has Feign Death back, but he had no kick or Feign there, so he just greets Turtle for no reason. I didn't get to do anything there. It's not gonna fix the auras though, because they got rid of the whole ability to do that. Unless he found a really jank workaround. But we'll see. Oh, he did? Okay, let's see. That might be insane. How jank are we talking here? Oh, it roll checked again. Is there like patch notes for the add-on? So you just do nameplates? Oh. At least we got #1 shuffle back, but I don't know if I'm gonna get another shuffle ever. What'd you do? I updated mini CC. It's maybe gonna have defensives on nameplate. Yeah, possibly. But I have no idea. I'm just gonna see if it works, but I kind of broke everything, so I don't know. I think I might move my arena frames down a little bit. And then I can move my buffs even further down. Everything but freedom, but magic pop. Wishing I had Panda. He MDs it. Maybe kill through because he's not bubbling. Big penance. JK didn't have it for one. Big penance now. Gonna death this, but resheep to death. All the Void Reaver damage. I'm not even here to do anything. I'm just here to sheep into death and then resheep. Why's my Willy just never pet Nova? Kick out of the way. Still have to just block though, I think. That's awkward. It's big meta though. I'm just dead. Cancel my altar, I guess. I don't know what this guy's problem is. Just doesn't want to play the whole game. He's just trolling. I forgot his kick was that far range, to be honest. Like, if he just wants to AFK the whole game, I would just safely ring him through LOS and then go Sheep Shaman, but this guy is doing some kind of challenge where he just AFKs the whole game or something. It's a bug? Oh. That makes sense. Looked like the DB freed him for a second. It's just weird that the bug is so intermittent then. Too bad he's gonna kick this, but oh, he didn't. I wish that bug happened to Devour, because I've never seen that bug happen before yet. And Devour backflips like 200 times per game, so I guess it could only happen to the real spec, you know. Yeah, I got turn rested XP off. I leveled this character the other day. Yeah, that's not what I meant to do. You get your bot. Apparently there's a bug where you just can't move after backflipping or something, but I've never seen that happen to Devourer. I mean, it seemed like he was still moving half the game, so I don't know what unbugs him. Well, that was Havoc last game. What is it, though? The melee build. Where you just do big hunt and go into meta and whatnot. The collapsing star build's terrible. You just ADO people and you play 0% verse and you're still a tank spec. You're still one of the tankiest specs in the game, even with 0% verse. So. Devourer is really bad for the game. A lot better than sub. For like AWC for most matchups, yeah. Like you see it like bottom of top 8 and like Gauntlet, but like top of both regions was Outlaw for a reason. Got PI first try. Cloak's aggro. Almost melded that. I'm gonna die because I pressed right. Paints up himself, he's trolling. Come out and CS that. Oh, I thought I'd get the sheep. Did we get the ring though? Devourer and Dragon, yeah, are terrible for the game. They're literally immune to CC, like, more than not. Which is wild. Especially with, like, it being so difficult to track it with how they've pruned add-ons. Again. I wouldn't really start with Outlaw, but... let's get a new healer in the... Keep gearing out the second mage while we sit a shuffle queue real quick. Or if we find some YOLO 3s, but... I might honestly just call it, to be honest. I don't think I'm gonna get a shuffle. I already sat a 40-minute and then relogged so it wouldn't get a lobby 100 MMR below me in tank. Because if I sit more than like 40 minutes, I will get a 4-win and lose MMR. It's all good with the DCing and whatnot. You were bumping. You were void reaving it up. Play 1 or 2 with this guy and then I'll call it. That was a terrible ring. Thought Farrell would walk into it, but see a song in a second. Ooh, I love that. Spam flurry because I don't want to break CC. Now I could shatter and care about breaking. I don't care. Just gonna alter because not alter. I'm just gonna walk. Got up time up here. Just proc. DB the other guy. Try to get a double ring, but he's gonna kick it. Doesn't. Love to see it. Ray when this breaks so he doesn't kick me instantly. Fake the very end of it because I thought he would kick it. Alter high because he's actually connecting for once. And alter back when he gets to me. Oh, we didn't need to Coco there, but I don't like the sheep because it's gonna break, but it doesn't. I have Ray in 4. He's gonna kick this, but nice he didn't. I could feel the MMR drop because this guy's in placements. It's great. Actually, that still seems not like a win in the open or placement game. Feels bad. Just need some conquest real quick so I can get rid of verse mastery pants, crit ring, honor gear. And then we can do shuffles on both mages. Since they're low enough MMR to get a Q pop, so I don't think I'm gonna get a shuffle on my rogue. At least we got number 1 on the ult though. I want to get number 1 back on the main, but it's hard to get like a 3k MMR shuffle pop. But yeah, I might make this LG if I have other stuff to do or not. I was planning on having 3s tonight, but didn't work out. Just Discord me about it. I'm usually around Sunday, Monday, every other Wednesday. I like my streaming days. I can kind of do it before or after stream. Or if I can maybe do it before work if I get up really early. Well, early for me. Try to eat trap. Bait it. Stun? Oh, didn't do it. He's gonna just feign array this, but try to fake for precog. I did get the precog there. Meld that. Alter back. Maybe sheep at the end of tree form here. Oh, just barely didn't get it. He's gonna kick this, but nice he didn't. I'm probably dead on. Nice. Good life again. Well, so I don't die through it, to be honest. I'll mask the next clone since I just kicked this one. I'll just try to sheep the trank, even though it's CR. That was a true shot. Mask the next rapid fire or something, alter back. I have 20 stacks here. I need to spam shatter. Tried to CS that, but I'm bad. Maybe sheep him so I can raid the other guy. He insta shifts my fucking Pet Nova ring. Feels bad. Just gonna get a reinstun me, but my class is immune to stuns. He's trapping me randomly. What? I don't know what the fuck's going on in this game. Sheep destroyed because he never shifts. Fresh ult. Wishing I had saved my ray for that. Try to purge an S, didn't get it. Line that. I mean, Devour just needs a redesign. It needs to be a ranged caster. That's the whole point of the fucking spec. We're giving DH a caster spec. Devour, just pressing Devour literally between goes is like the only kickable thing is bad. But yeah, I'm gonna call it for now. Like, it should have some kind of casted CC. It shouldn't have infinite backflip. Collapsing Star should be the way to play it. The honor talent that makes Collapsing Star unkickable needs to not exist. It needs to be kickable. But it should be, like, run castable. But you have to be in place. It's kind of stupid. But, yeah. It just needs a whole rework. It needs to actually be a caster. You need to actually play precog. It needs to do something.